Sorry, my phone decided it didn't like the SD card. The way green tea grows is a bush. It looks like just a hedge. And there are rows and rows and rows of it going all the way up the mountain. So we walked all around. It was gorgeous. I have photos. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we went back and checked into our room at the hostel, which was quite nice. It was so cute. It's making me want to, at some point, instead of having an apartment somewhere, like work in a hostel for my room and board. It would be nice. A couple people there were doing that, I think. And yeah, so we checked in, and then that night we went to the night market and then to the Arts and Cultural Center, which was really nice. And then we ended up at a bar called Speakeasy, which seems to be the main foreigner bar in town. They were having a fundraiser for the local theater company. And it was a very small foreigner population. We were standing on a corner and, just in like a midrachov, like a walking pedestrian area. And this couple was walking by with their, 7-year-old child. And she was, open mouth staring at us, which, in her defense, there were 3 blonde girls, which they don't have here. But she was, open mouth staring, and I saw her mom, grabbed her face and, directed her looking away as they kept walking. It was pretty funny. They have a nice, small, very familiar expat community there. Quite small. And, yeah, everybody seemed to really know each other. It was a nice town. It was, much more suburban. There were more parks. We have parks here, but they don't have, fields of grass. And they did have that there, which was nice. Then we had a cab ride on the way home. Sorry, these guys are really loud in this playground, and I would shout at them to shut up, but it is public space. So yeah, our cab ride home, the first cab, his GPS wasn't working, so we called the hostel to find out where it was, but it was Pedro's hostel. Pedro didn't answer, so he, refused to take us. Whatever. So we got into the next cab, and the guy was there's no way he was in a state of mind that he could, for example, sign a last will and testament. He was in no way of sound mind. Could have been drunk, could have been high, who knows. It was the most entertaining cab ride I've ever had, and after I post this, I will post 2 videos I took from parts of the conversation. Tasha was in the front seat with the driver. I was in the middle in the back. Erin was on one side of me. Sarah, who speaks fluent Korean, was on the other side and was occasionally translating. So you will hear that. Suffice it to say, he tried to video call his wife so she could chat with us. I don't know. She speaks Korean and Japanese. I don't know how that was going to work. But yeah, thankfully she was asleep and we didn't chat with her. So that was, and then today we had breakfast, we checked out, we took the bus back, and I finally saw Deadpool, which, except for 2 or 3 jokes that I thought were not cool, it was very funny. I quite enjoyed it. 10 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. I do recommend. I definitely do recommend. So yeah, and then I dozed and napped a bit at home, and then met up with Nikki and Laura and Julie for dinner at the Vietnamese place. And that was it, and here we are. This coming week is just, I think an average work week. Next weekend is Memorial Day weekend here, so we're taking the kids to a war museum, I think, on Friday. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, you have a trip coming up. I hope it's amazing. I can't wait to hear all about it and see loads and loads of pictures. Have fun. I miss you. Bye.